going on, guys? So today I'm filling up this new Zippo that I got. So I figured I'd turn the camera on. Got some Zippo fluid here. So at the end of the video we'll go ahead and fill this up and see how it sparks up. But this one is a 1935 replica. Alright, so it has the outside hinge. It has, of course, the much more boxy design. This has the corner slash marks on it. And this specific one has a Jim Beam logo on the front. This was created in 2012, as you can see, January 2012. Zoom in a little further here to see the markings. Zippo Manufacturing Company, Bradford, Pennsylvania on top. 1935 replica, made in the US of A. All right, so I have a 35 replica, but I saw this on eBay. It was used, had a pretty decent, price tag on it. I bid on it and I won. It's one of those things. I've been on eBay a lot lately looking at Zippo stuff. But anyway, it does have the matching insert. So there's the original 2012 insert. All right, you can see this one was made in March. All right, so A is January, B is February, C is March. So this is C of 2012. All right, so the insert was actually made 2 months after the case, but they were paired together and sold as one. So yeah, pretty cool. If you haven't seen these, throwback Zippos, they're really awesome. Brand new, they sell on average between like $40 and $50. But if you really look around, maybe get lucky and find it for like 25 bucks. But it's just kind of cool. It's a cool historical piece in 1935. If you don't know, 1932 is when the Zippo was created, and there's a couple different variants, but 1935 was pretty consistent with this outside hinge here. Again, super boxy design. And these obviously take modern inserts, all right? So you can take any Zippo insert and put it into this replica if need be. But yeah, they have a couple different versions of this. You can get 1935 without the slashes, without anything. It's just totally plain, outside hinge. You can get it with just the slashes and no logo. The Jim Beam is one of the more common ones I've seen. And I don't know if this was actually a 1935 Zippo or not. Because Zippo made it, I have to assume that one of their 1935 models did actually have the Jim Beam logo on there. It's plausible. I think Jim Beam came out in like 1894, I believe. I looked it up, I think yesterday. Would have been around for a couple decades by the time Zippo was created. So it's very feasible that this was a direct copy of an original 1935 model. I have to assume that's why they slapped the Jim Beam logo on there, but who knows. But anyway, that is that. So we go ahead and fill this real quick. All right, if you haven't seen fill videos, I use the case here, the empty case, to pop that up. Although I know some people just cut off this tab. If you don't have kids in your house or anything, which I don't have any kids, but I just keep those on there. But you can cut that little piece of plastic off, a little Dremel, or very carefully with a sharp knife, and then you don't have to worry about the little safety part. You just flip it up every time. But not a big deal. So I have my case, pop that up, flip it around, all right, grab some of the little threads, carefully pull this up. There we go. And start filling. Now you don't want to fill this until you can see it. You really want to, you want the cotton saturated and everything, or the rayon I should say, but you don't want to see the level of fluid. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I plan on carrying using this. That's why I ended up bidding on it, because it was already used. And that should be all right. Again, I don't want to see the fluid level rise up past that. That's way overfilled. All right, so this should be totally fine. We'll let this sit for a second while we close top of our fuel. By the way, I do use Zippo brand fuel for my Zippos. However, you can use anything. Roncinol, which is the yellow container, that thing is way more commonly found. Zippo fluid does cost more money. It's the same stuff. It's just one of those things. It's not a big deal if you don't use Zippo brand fluid. However, if you use the Zippo Blue, their butane lighter, I would use Zippo Blue fluid. That fluid is a little bit cleaner. Cleaner burning, doesn't clog as much, so I would recommend that for their butane lighters. If you happen to have one of the Zippo brand inserts, I would still use that as well, the butane inserts. But anyway, that should be enough. Basically letting gravity pull, the fluid down through the rayon, balls, the cotton balls that are inside there, soaking the wick. Flip it up. The reason I put it in the case here is that if it drips out of the front or the top, it will obviously drip into the case and not make a mess. Pop that down, light your Zippo. So this does work fine, as it should. There you go. So there's a 1935 Replica Zippo. Super cool. Definitely a nice addition to any collection to have a throwback here. You can get an original. They do pop up on eBay every now and again, an outside hinge, you know, mid to late 30s Zippo. Expect to pay about, I don't know, $2 grand, I think is what they go for. You gotta be a serious collector for something like that. I mean, I love that, but I just don't have the focus like I do on knives and stuff, you know. But yeah, maybe one day, who knows. But it's definitely too rich for my blood at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's super cool though to get these for even the 40 bucks that they normally sell for. It's just a really cool addition. Plus, if you carry it, it's just a little bit different. You know what I mean? It's a little conversation piece. Someone takes a look at it, or you know, light someone's cigarette or whatever the case is. They go, oh yeah, is that a fake Zippo? And you go, no, it's not fake. It's a real Zippo. It's just a throwback. You know, it's a 1935 throwback. And they're like, what? And then you can school them on it, and maybe they care, maybe they don't. More times than not, they probably won't. but hey, at least you have it anyway. There you go. Just a quick little video. Just wanted to fill this up. Figured I'd break the camera out and show you guys anyway. Pretty cool. Let's try a little Zippo trick. It's been a while, right? One of my favorite Zippo tricks. Flip it around, and there you go. See? Still got it sometimes. So that's it. If you guys haven't seen the 35 replicas, they are super cool. Nice conversation piece, nice addition to any collection, and still somewhat affordable. I think $50 or less for a Zippo lighter is affordable. I mean, you know, you can get a $10 one that's pretty plain Jane, but it's just nice to have something different. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.